Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have made a tier list and am going to be ranking K-pop opinions my followers and mutuals have given me through my Instagram and TikTok account. Quick disclaimer, even if I disagree with any of these opinions, I mean no harm to anyone who sent them in. Everyone's opinions differ and I will respect that, and I hope you will respect me if I disagree with something you agree with or agree something you disagree with. So yeah, basically, this is all lighthearted and I'm not upset or mad at anyone in this video. Anyways, now that's done with, let's get started. I completely agree with this one. Yes, Garam's situation is sad, but at the end of the day, she isn't in the group and people need to accept it. I can see why people are upset as the situation is disappointing. All because of some allegations a young woman with a promising future lost said future. But if you can't support Les Era FIM with their current lineup and constantly bring up Garam when the other members are talked about, you seriously need to get over it. I'm sorry if this is harsh, but it's true. I won't put this in based as I can see why fans are very upset, and rightfully so, but I do agree that some Garam stans need to relax. I'm in the middle about this one. As much as I love Blackpink as an idol group, I wouldn't be surprised if they disband. They are more focused on their individual work, which is completely fine, and I will support them each if they disband. Honestly, unless they make more regular comebacks like current active groups, I feel like they'd be better off focusing on their individual careers. They're all very talented women, so they wouldn't fail if they disbanded, and they and Blinks all love each other, so I doubt even after disbandment we would never see them together. I love them as a group, but they've been slacking a bit the last couple years, so it would be better for them if they carry on this way to disband and focus on themselves. As someone who kind of collects twice, like I don't trade or anything but I buy their albums and just keep whatever photo cards I get in there, I disagree a lot. Collections are fun to have, and it just so happens that photo cards are easy and fun to collect for K-pop fans. I see the point of photo card collecting as it's no different to your average, more popular collection. So yeah, this one I heavily disagree with. Now this one I absolutely disagree with. A lot of idols who people think are only there for their looks are actually very talented, but everyone ignores it because they're attractive. People always see an attractive idol and assume they're only there for their looks, but if you actually pay attention to them specifically, you'll notice they're very talented. It is a very extremely rare case for an idol to be hired only for their looks. This one is something I heavily agree on. Fan wars and trolls are completely stripping the fun aspects of multi-fandom away. As a multi-fan, it can be difficult to engage in multiple fandoms as there will always be toxic fans who only support one group and hate everyone else. For example, I'm a Miji who is a ITZY fan, and I'm also a Mai, who is an aespa fan. These two fandoms have been at war for ages, and it can be so draining to try interact with both fandoms at the same time. Again, this is similar to the looks one I talked about. I completely disagree with this. A lot of dance-based idols are recognized only for their dancing and nobody pays attention when they sing. If you go to nearly any main or lead dancer in a group, you'll quickly see how it's very rare that they're a bad singer. Singing is a basic priority for an idol, and companies won't hire idols who lack in such an important talent. So yeah, just like the visual-based opinion I talked about, this is another I strongly disagree with. This one is difficult. Stan culture in itself is very toxic and you'll never find a quote-unquote good K-pop fandom, but there is certainly fandoms worse than others. When I say, imagine a fandom that regularly doxes other people, get in psychical or verbal altercations, etc., you can't say, oh well, all fandoms do that? Because it's wrong. There's a handful of fandoms which are overwhelmingly horrible more times than not. So basically, all fandoms suck in their own way and some are worse. From what I've seen, I mostly agree with this. I don't stan, listen or keep up with NMIXX, but a lot of my mutuals do, so I hear a decent amount about them. That includes the intense hate train that people hopped on when NMIXX debuted. I don't like their music, and I understand other people don't either, but it feels unfair to treat them like shit because of it. Although it's sad that Jennie left, as she was a loved member and idol, in the long run it may be better for her. She's young and the industry is hard, so although it seems unfair, it may be for the best. I completely agree with this. I really enjoyed Born Pink and I don't fully understand why it was so hated. I didn't like Shut Down as much as I expected to, but excluding that, it's a good album. Also, Shutdown isn't a bad song, it's just my least favorite in the album. I love Type a Girl and Pink Venom. Yes, oh my god. I absolutely love Stereotype. It's my favorite Stacey song, and Run to You is so good. Stacey have like zero skips, they're an amazing group, and I fully agree that Stereotype and Run to You are their best title tracks. I definitely agree with the fact that Twice is not losing their popularity. They're just getting more famous, just slower than they did a couple years ago because they're already such a big group that nearly everyone knows, even non-K-pop fans. However, I find it hard to compare them to someone like Girls' Generation. They're from two completely different generations of K-pop, and Girls' Generation have arguably influenced the industry more. As much as I love Twice, I doubt them or any other girl group would be as big as they currently are without the influence of Girls' Generation and some other second-gen girl groups. But I completely agree with the first part. The second part is just hard because I can't compare them as they've done such different things for the industry, and even though I think Girls' Generation is 5 times more popular, Twice are definitely up there. I personally disagree with this, let me explain why. I don't think that Checkmate as a whole is as awful of an album as people claim it is. I quite liked most the songs, but they're far from my favorite, and I don't think they're near the best songs ITZY have made. I think they have many other songs which are more enjoyable and just better written in general. I still like Checkmate, but it's not one of my favorites, and I don't think any songs on Checkmate are close to ITZY's best songs. And that's the last opinion for today's video. Again, before I do my basic outro routine, don't take this personally if I disagreed with anything you said. This is all fun and lighthearted. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot. My social medias are on the screen if you'd like to follow me or be mutuals over there. Any support means the world. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and goodbye.